Okay, hey guys, what's going on? It's Nate, the founder and New York chapter president of Sokudo Empire. So we've had a lot go on in the last few weeks. Sorry I haven't posted any new podcasts for the most part. Since the last episode, um, there's been Tristate United. This past Saturday, we did a backpack giveaway. We went to Legends of Drift. We've had a few different car meets. We brought back the Friday Night Lights. We ended Friday Night Lights. We've started Fastlane Fridays. So let's get into it. So first, check out some of these videos and clips of the events that took place. Okay, hope you enjoyed some of those. Now, number one on the list, Tri-State United. Now, Tri-State United went really well. I hope everyone that went had a good time. I did have people reach out to me, said they heard about it, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how. There is um, a lot of talks that go on around the campfire, as you would say. So it was interesting to see that people had heard about the event that we not maybe not have directly shared the event with, but again, it's a nice space to be in when you're considered a car show host. So new to the space, look forward to being able to innovate and do things that may not have been done before, or kind of create our own space in this new space for us. So now what I will say is, looking back, I'm someone who will always look at something and see what I can do to improve. um, when looking at this past year's tri-state, the one area I feel like we could improve on was just how the judging took place. Now, no matter what event you go to, there is going to be someone who's unhappy with how the judging took place. Now, the reason for that is there are people who are always going to feel like they deserved a trophy. Determining whether someone deserves a trophy or not is not an easy decision. There are people who look at their own build as the top of the top, and they have a hard time disseminating the fact that someone may have a better build than them. At the end of the day, as hosts, it's our responsibility to make sure that we do our best job in trying to mitigate those things and make sure that the best person wins. Now, do I feel like that didn't happen? Not quite. I just feel as if there's some fine tuning that could have been done to make sure that everyone who was there had a fair shake at being able to win. Um, I'm someone who feels that there shouldn't be a scenario where someone goes to an event every single day, every single year, and they're the one winning an award. There are people who put time and effort into their build, who are updating their build and are doing minor tweaks and changes and things that should never go unnoticed, which means that they can always get a hedge, or a leap ahead of the person that may have won last time. So thinking of it that way, that means that there should always be an instance where someone can become the new awarded individual. So for me, looking at this, the next year we will be adjusting how we do judging, just so that we avoid scenarios where someone who may have won the best of in a specific category also won a what we call a top 25 or top 40 trophy. It's unfair for other people who attended who may have maybe just been a few points away from being the top to not get a trophy. And that's where, top 30, top 25, top 40, that's where those trophies come into play. Those are the trophies for the people who have reached a pinnacle where their car is noticeable, but there may be just a point or two or a few away from the person that was labeled the best. And that's what, in my eyes, that's what judging should be. Judging should never be a scenario where the host is giving out a trophy to the people that are working the event or the people that are um, part of the group hosting the event. That shouldn't be something that's happening, but it happens. So everyone will do their own events differently and see that they want different things from those things. So to each their own. But for me and how I feel things should go, that's how I feel they should go, and that's how they're going to go moving forward. Now, let's see, what else did I say? So we also had the backpack giveaway. So the backpack giveaway was nice because we had the opportunity to give over 40 backpacks away to families whose kids were going back to school today, September 7th. We hope you guys enjoy the backpack. You have a great school year, and thank you for coming out. As someone who's lived here since 1996, I saw it as an opportunity to be able to give back to the community that I've been a part of for so long. I am looking to continue doing charitable events. If anyone is interested, by all means, reach out to me via Instagram. You can send me an email at info@sokudoempire.com, and we can look to work together to continue to do charitable events for people who are in need. Now, we did bring back Friday Night Lights. Now, a lot of people had asked me, "Oh, are you going to do Friday Night Lights again?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure," just because there were a few changes in the parking lot that we were doing them. But I decided, let's bring it back. So we did bring it back. Now, we did a couple of them, and then something weird happened. I'm not sure why this happened, but someone decided to try and use the same name of the events for their event. I don't know. So instead of getting into a verbal or back and forth, whatever the case might be, decided to just end it there and move on. Clearly, if someone feels that they're incapable of being creative enough to name their own event and use the name of event that we're using, by all means, you got it wrong. So now, introduce to you Fastlane Fridays, every other Friday at Sonic in Middletown. We will be there this Friday. Come out, have a good time, leave the drama at home. Everyone's welcome as long as you leave the drama at home. Just about having a good time. That's all we care about. Safety and good vibes are top priority for us. We don't need anybody going out and not getting back home to their family. Nobody wants that. All right. So Fastlane Fridays, like I said, the new series running all the way up until October. That may change. It all depends on the weather. But this last couple of weeks, it has been cooler out, so we'll see how things go. But now, let's see what else. Legends of Drift. Legends of Drift was cool. I didn't go to both days. I only went to the one day. One of our members did go to both days. Excuse me, two of our members did go both days. Took tons of pictures and got to see drifting. I was able to go Sunday, took some pictures, got to record some drifting. Had some good conversations. And if you guys haven't ever been to a car event, that's what it's about. You go to an event, you meet new people, you talk to people, you get to know them. That's what the core of this is about. It's not about going somewhere and trying to flex as the nicest car in the parking lot. Like, none of that is it. Trying to get clout for me, like, all of that is not what this is about. And true enthusiasts know that. If you're someone who's new to being a car enthusiast, be mindful of what direction you're going in. And I say that as a cautionary tale because I've seen it happen where people get wrapped up in people looking to do things simply and solely for the attention that he gives them. And those things are short lived. It doesn't always go how they expect it to go. There are people that have gotten arrested. There are people that have gotten in a lot of trouble, and people that have lost their lives. So be mindful of that. Make the decisions that you feel that are best for you, but be safe. Now, when it comes down to it, um, Legends of Drift was cool. I'm going to show you guys some pictures and videos from it. Take a look here. Okay, so those were some of the pictures from Legends of Drift. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But I had a good time. I would definitely look forward to seeing what the movie is about and how they put it all together. Um, I haven't taken a look to see, when it's supposed to come out, but, I'll keep my eye out for that. Now, when it comes down to being a car enthusiast, I asked this question the other day. What is it that you to look forward to in trying to be a car enthusiast? Do you want a car that's fast? Do you want a car that looks good? Do you want a car that sounds good? Do you just want to do music? Do you want to um, drift? There's a lot of different directions to go in. And the best thing about being a car enthusiast is whatever direction you go in, you have an opportunity to have your car be an extension of who you are. Now, your car being an extension of who you are is where your personality can shine. If you're into Transformers, you can add that to your build. If you're into Chucky, you can add that to your, there's a lot of different things that you can add to your build that will help that car shine. Do you need to have the fastest, most expensive? No, you don't. But you can make that vehicle yours and it can be unique. And that's where you'll have the opportunity to shine because being unique is in the title, it's being unique. So I think it's kind of getting lost where a lot of people feel that, oh, I got to do this, I got to have that. And that's not always the case. I promise you it's not. I've seen people do things that are not run of the mill and it looks great. It looks phenomenal. So do them. You know what I mean? Everybody can have access to the same mods and do the same mods, but do something that's gonna help someone better identify that card and who you are. Now, to piggyback off of that, just because you've put the time and energy into making this car an extension of you does not mean this car has more value than you, and that shouldn't be how you feel. At no point in time should you feel that the car has more value than you as a person, because the car can get totaled, could get stolen, you could have it taken away, whatever the case might be. Does that now mean that you no longer have any value? No, that shouldn't be how it goes. You are the value, not the other way around. Who you are as a person, the things that you have to offer, the conversations, all of that is way more valuable than the hunk of metal. And in some cases, you know, I'll be all metal, but you know what I mean. So just find what works for you. Understand that you have more value than a car, and enjoy the time that you have. Catch you guys next time. Peace.